Now, this is a picture from a trail cam that was recently taken, and I think it's late 2024, early 2025 taken, but either way, this is kind of a crazy photo, so I want to know what you guys think, you know? I mean, look, I already know half of you are going to say, you know, this is a guy in a suit, probably named Steve, who lives in the woods and makes YouTube shorts for fun. And maybe you're right. But if this is fake, it's weirdly good. And if it's real, then I'm not going camping this year. Yes, okay, real quick, I want to cover this. It's a little weird, but they just found 1,600 feet down in the Indian Ocean this aquatic creature that is known as the headless chicken. And I guess they say it kind of looks like a headless chicken with tentacles. Either way, it's a scary creature. It just reminds us that this is only 1,600 feet down and we've never seen it. That means we know absolutely nothing about what is literally in our oceans. Just a scary little thought. I thought you guys should check this out. Okay, now I want you guys to check out this video, because some people say, oh, I don't really see it. Other people say, oh, I see it all. I see the eye and then I see the shadow creature moving behind it. For me, I see the eye, but I don't see no shadow creature. Take a look. Okay, so this is a TikTok video going around right now about a strange creature in the woods, and a lot of people are saying there's that eye. Do you see it in the middle of the screen? And that it doesn't blink from some huge creature. If you ask me, that would have to be what, like a dinosaur or something? That's why I don't know, maybe it's just a trick on the eye, the way the branches are, but it does look like an eye. It's kind of crazy. But this is the interesting stuff I'm going to show you, so get used to it. But I don't see another shadow creature. Somebody said there was another shadow creature going around, but that doesn't matter, because let me tell you something right now. Okay, this next images, right, and you're going to hear the whole story, was sent in by a man named Richard through email. And please send all your pictures or videos to the email monstertrailcams@gmail.com. Now, when I say I'm blown away, I'm blown away. You guys may know what this creature is called. I don't. So I'm just going to say it's an alien, because it kind of looks like one of Stephen Greer's aliens. But I'm going to shut up and let you see the picture. Look at this. Now, this is from a Tasco trail camera, which are expensive. And what could this translucent creature be? I mean, at first, I was just like awestruck. I'm like, what could this be? I showed it to some people. They're like, oh, dude, that's the branches there. So I ended up hitting the guy back. And I was like, yo, do you got any pictures that, you know, from before this, so I could see that it's not, you know, this, and it's not a fake? So he sent me this. Do you see anything? Do you see anything right there? I mean, this is when I was like, oh my God, there was something really there. And in the picture I'm about to show you again, he thinks there was even a second one off to the left of the tractor, but we're going to focus on the main one, because it's truly incredible. This is the first picture that happened, so it's like almost there was some static interference. And then if you notice the light
feet deep in
coming
the
right
water,
there at the
a
top,
new mammal
like
or animal has been found. This thing is called the chicken
that
squid.
Could be a light from
now,
something else,
obviously, I've never seen one in person.
It's weird
but
timing, am I right?
What
and
are the odds that we just found this and it's only 1,600 feet down? I mean, look at these things. It almost looks like a chicken carcass with tentacles.
I've ever seen on this channel. I don't
care
if
you guys think of
this. This is not
kind of like out of this world almost, right? Look at this thing.
I think you just saw
chicken with its head cut off.
Cam stamp of it. I mean, this is legit.
Nuts.
What could this be? If this is not an alien and it's another creature that you guys know that I don't, please let me know. But just enjoy looking at this for a second. Okay, like I said, this one is absolutely crazy, totally blew my mind. But what I want you guys to do is also check out my other channel, Mr. E-Files, where I tell a bunch of stories that are about disappearances, all these mysteries, sometimes even true crime, but they're always thrilling and they're always good. You're going to want to check them out. But this next video has some of the most blood-curdling screams ever. Okay, yes, that was real. These are real screams. I'm about to play them again. And please, if anybody knows that this is not a Bigfoot or not a dogman or not whatever, let me know in the comments because I have no idea. But once again, take a listen. Okay, remember the first clip, that dogman or whatever it could be? That really intrigued me because I don't know if it's a person in a suit, but I found one that's almost exactly similar. Well, not exactly, but you'll see. It's really crazy. I want you to take a look at it and let me know what you think. Take a look. And before you say it, yes, you know, I have read the comments. I look at them, I see them, and they say, that's not a Bigfoot. That's not a dogman. That's a raccoon. Fake. My grandma walks like that. Well, okay, cool. Send in your footage then. But in the meantime, enjoy this next one and try not to throw your keyboard across the room when it freaks you out. Okay, this next one is a bit different. I mean, maybe a ghost, maybe somebody pulling a prank, a hoax, something like that. But this was taken at 3 a.m. in some city, and it's honestly disturbing. So take a look. Now, I think we can all agree this is very disturbing, but, you know, what is this person doing in the park at 3 a.m., and why is there no follow-up footage? These are just things, you know, I like to think about, to think that maybe it's staged, something like that. But then again, you know, I don't see anything pushing this. It would have to be, like, literally a contraption that spins it around. I don't know how they would do it, unless somebody's absolutely crazy and just spinning around those bars like that, but I don't know, something like this kind of gives me the chills a little bit, because if it's real, then what the heck could that possibly be? I don't know. Now, this is a really crazy video as well. It's from South Carolina in the United States, and the footage is actually incredible of this UFO that was captured on video. And I don't know if it's one UFO or two or three. It's really got me confused, and it's got the paranormal community all talking. So let's just take a look at it right now and tell me what you think. So what do you guys make of this? I mean, it looks like a little white light in the center, and then a UFO underneath, a huge UFO. I mean, I can't believe it's like a 3-in-1 special. I mean, I don't know. It almost seems too good to be true, to be honest. Why isn't this over every news station? That's why it's kind of hard to trust every video that comes across on TikTok, you know, or Instagram or YouTube. But This is very interesting, and the quality, it's very foggy out, as you can see, but the quality's not that bad. But then again, it could be a hoax, could be totally made up, but whoever did this then did a great job. I don't know. Now, this picture from a trail cam is actually kind of crazy, because a lot of people online are saying that it's a Bigfoot, and this destination or where it came from is actually unknown. But a lot of people think it's a Bigfoot, but the way I'm seeing it, it either looks like a bear standing up, or it might be the back of one of those dogmen. I mean, I've never seen any of them, so I can't tell you exactly what they look like. But, I mean, that head with the ears kind of reminds me of a dog. I don't know, we're going to keep pushing in, and it's kind of crazy that trail cams all over the world are catching crazy things like this. I almost want to go travel the world and just put like 100 trail cams in different forests, but I don't know, look at this thing. And of course, it could be somebody in a costume playing a prank like always, but I don't know. Something about this one seems a little legit, but I could be wrong. Okay, how many New Yorkers do we got out there? How many New Yorkers? Because this next one's from New York. And it's supposedly, I think it's one of those rake creatures. This person, for some reason or another, put cameras inside their house for a different reason. And when they watched it back one night, they ended up seeing this creature literally crawling in their house. It's things like this that are either crazily made up or it just scares the hell out of me. But take a look. You know, I'm not sure how somebody would fake this. I'm sure there's a way, but just that arm is so creepy because I think that arm is longer than a human arm. But I don't know. You guys got to tell me in the comments what you think. Look at this. Look at this. No. No way. This would what? This would directly say that aliens, or is that a rake? I don't know. Would this directly say they exist? Now, I know a lot of people, AI, fake. Maybe, okay? I just show you things, all right? What do you want from me? But if it's real, let's talk about that. Let's talk about if it's real. Whoa. Look at this thing. I don't know. Y'all can let me know, but I promise you this. I will never intentionally show you things that I think 100% are fake. I saw this, and of course I think AI, but then I watch it, I'm like, frick, what if not? I don't know. Seriously, guys, is this a dog man? I mean, I found this and I'm like, okay, this is either a werewolf standing up or the skinniest bear I've ever seen. Seriously, I know it's hard to make out, but it's like you can't really see the eyes, the face, anything like that. It looks like it's in motion, but I don't know. I'm about to change up the lighting. Maybe we'll be able to see it a little bit better, hopefully. Okay, let's switch that up. Yeah, not much. Yeah, I don't know. If this is a creature out in the woods, like I've said before, it changes everything, but I don't know. Is it real? I mean, that's kind of not my job, it's yours. Alright guys, let's take a look at this video, and I know it's going to be kind of hard to see, but I'm going to zoom in at the end, but you see that right there? I mean, we're talking about the top of a hill, maybe a little mountain, I don't know. But this was obviously captured from far away. And it moves like something that's big. It really does. I mean, I don't think you'd be able to see, look at that. I don't think a human would be that tall or that dark from that far away. Maybe that dark, I don't know. But this picture, see, it's stuff like this that, believe it or not, oh, it's shaky, it's blurry, you guys say. Stuff like this makes me believe more. I don't know. Something about that shape. I can almost see the cone head, the broad shoulders, the long arms. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Let's see. Kind of zooming in here, see what happens. It almost looks like now I can see a nose. That might be just pixelation, but it almost looks like I can see a nose. I think, to be honest, if Bigfoots do exist, there's at least one kind with that pale kind of face that we've seen before. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Okay guys, this one is out of a place I cannot pronounce in Florida. This is supposedly the skunk ape, but I'm just going to show this real quick because why this doesn't 100% convince me is it seems like it's purposefully trying to obfuscate where the camera is. See, I kind of zoom in right here. This is like the best shot that we get. I mean, how would this thing know where the camera is, where this guy is recording, you know? But then again, it is big, it is broad, so I think this is either a hoax or maybe a skunk ape. What do you think? Okay, I think you guys know by now, whenever somebody runs away, I like that, but let's look at it right here. Check this, I have no idea what this is. It's like some either invisible Bigfoot or another creature that has like a cloaking device. Hell, maybe a human that has a cloaking device. I don't know. But, I mean, what could this possibly be? Either way, the technology can't be ours, right? That's why this one truly has me like, what the hell could this possibly be? I mean, look at that, right? That's straight out of Predator. I have no idea. This is just too crazy. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Now, this one I thought, okay, this is definitely somebody dressing up or something like that, maybe like a clown type thing, but as you're about to see as we zoom in, it is a little strange. I mean, the fact that there are no eyes that can be seen, that once you stare at it for a while, it does look like the top of the shoulders, like it does look a little wider than a little bit, but, and it's hard to tell if this thing is coming or going, you know, like if this thing is walking away, then maybe it's way more believable all of a sudden. And then I started to look at the head and I'm like, you can't really tell. It does look a little conish, kind of, the more we zoom in. So something at first I thought was totally garbage could end up being true. But then again, I don't know. But I want you guys to stare at this. I'm about to, you know, switch it up a little right here. Boom. Yeah, that doesn't really help. But it almost lets you help know if we don't see any eyes or mouth, then it might be walking away. But guys, there is something coming up that's absolutely crazy. Okay, Steve? I mean, seriously, this thing, it's probably AI. I'm not 100% sure though. That's why I'm going to show you, but I've never seen anything like it. It's like a Bigfoot that morphs into a dogman. So maybe it was a skinwalker, or maybe it's fake. I don't know. But I'm trying to get you guys on your tippy toes for this because this is crazy. If this is real, right? Somebody was flying a drone, okay? That's why the video's moving. They were flying a drone. They said they were trying to follow what they thought was a Bigfoot, okay? And then this thing changed into a dog and ran away. Yes, you heard me correct. So I'm going to show you that right now. I hope you're ready. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. And make sure, if you love stories, to subscribe to Mr. E Files. It's my main storytelling site. But why I'm telling you to subscribe extra right now is because some of the last stories I just did, the Black Eyed Kids, very scary episode, and it's the only true case ever told. Not to mention the giants that I just did. You're going to want to see that. So take a look after this. Okay, seriously, go watch my crazy stories, but only if you like storytelling like that. If you don't, then don't go watch it. But this is the freeze frame for the first second of it. Okay, are you ready? So as you can see, this is why I thought it was a Bigfoot. Hey guys, now a little scarier or weirder. I don't know about scary, but this one was sent in to me, and they say this is a bobcat. But they say they've seen bobcats around that area before. They don't know why it's just ahead and why it's basically levitating higher than the bobcat would be. You see the tree to the left, right? So this thing would be about 10 feet high, but it almost looks like the head of a bobcat, but I don't know. That's why the person who sent this said, could this be a skinwalker? And they mentioned some other names of animals like in this lore that I have no idea what it could be. So that's why I bring this to you guys. Do you think this is real? And if so, what in the world could this possibly be? Alien? I mean, anytime I don't know what something is, I just say alien. Right, Steve? Right. So, I don't know. But yeah, just thought I would show you guys that one. Kind of interesting. So, on to the next. Let's go. Okay, this is from Big Q on YouTube, and these are people from Logan, Utah, and they were setting off some, like, you know, rocket or something. They didn't even notice this until they played it back later. Look at that. Something gets up and walks away before their epic fireworks go off, or whatever they did, right? But let's look again. What could that be? I mean, it's just too weird, right? The kid said that there was nobody else there. So, it almost looks like, I'm going to say it, an alien. What do y'all think? Alright guys, now I do have a cool email, and I'm going to actually show the picture the whole time with the email, so let's go. Hey, I'm sending this in because I really don't know what to make of it. This was picked up on my trail cam a few months ago. At first, I thought it might just be a trick of the light, but the more I looked at it, the less sense it made. The white spot near the head seems to be a lens flare. It's not part of whatever this thing is, I don't think. And that shape near the lower right side of it, that's actually a big fallen log in the background. So it's not connected to the figure. I've never seen anything like this on my property before. If you've got any idea of what it could be, I'd love to hear it from you or your audience. But honestly, I don't think it's something we're supposed to understand. Thanks for checking it out, MTC. I appreciate it. Name Jonathan. So, what do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comments.